I want to quickly talk to you about how to apply for multiple American Express credit cards and actually get approved this year. So here are the facts I want you to really pay attention to. Generally, when you think about American Express credit cards, I want you to think about prestigious credit cards, right? They are often seen as a status symbol, and the cards are actually known for their rewards potential, big rewards. Now, there are a few rules to keep in mind before applying for an Amex card, and that goes beyond actually maintaining a pretty reasonable FICO score. So generally, you can only earn a welcome bonus once on an Amex card, and you can only have 5 personal or business Amex cards in your wallet at a time. So 5, okay? And the thing is, when applying for American Express credit cards, you will only be approved for a card once every 5 days and only approved for 2 cards within 90 days. So this is actually the general foundation I want to really keep in mind as you actually start your journey into applying for multiple American Express credit cards, okay? So from generous welcome bonuses to an impressive membership rewards program, American Express offers a number of popular rewards credit cards. And so it can be really tempting when you think about it to stock up on American Express credit cards. But you just got to go about it methodically, okay? It's not just about credit worthiness. It's about the eligibility requirements that you have to really comply with if you want to really, let's say, if you want to be approved real fast. Let me first talk to you about the American Express once per lifetime rule. So as the name suggests, Amex once per lifetime rule only allows you to earn a welcome bonus once on a card. So if you apply for the platinum card from American Express and earn the current 80,000 point bonus after spending $8,000 within 6 months, you will not be eligible for another bonus on that card. So that's the once per lifetime rule. Amex may also offer different welcome bonuses based on the season. I mean, they change their rules all the time. So they may also change things based on other factors. So it's one of those things where you have to really be careful about the timing when it comes to applying. Okay, and that's going to really affect your ability to be approved real fast. I want to show you on the screen here an example. Okay, you will apply for a card if you want to get like the highest welcome bonus. Now, which credit cards are affected by the Amex once per lifetime rule? Well, this actually applies to all Amex personal cards and business credit cards and non-credit or hybrid cards. So it's everything, okay? So it's one of those things where you have to really be sure that you are pretty comfortable about the rules before you apply. So let me talk to you about the exceptions to the rule here. So where there are rules, there are exceptions, that's for sure. So even though American Express has the once per lifetime rule, you actually, a lot of folks have been targeted with repeat bonus offers that do not include this language. So if you get a targeted offer for an American Express card that you have had before, check the terms and conditions for the following language. I'm going to put this on the screen. So welcome offer not available to applicants who have had this card or previous versions of the card. We may also consider the number of American Express cards you have open and closed, as well as other factors in making a decision on your welcome offer eligibility. So you want to check that message. I'm going to put this on the screen so it's pretty clear to you. So some existing cardholders have even reported getting offers for second and third bonuses on the Amex Platinum card. Again, check the offer terms for this exclusionary language that I just gave to you. Let me talk to you now about the Amex 5-card rule. So American Express limits cardholders to a total of 5 personal and business credit cards at any time. So again, it's a combination of personal credit cards, but also business credit cards, right? It's not just one either or. No, it's actually all of them. But the cool thing is the 5-card rule does not apply to hybrid cards, which actually offers some flexibility if you need more than 5 American Express cards. So popular Amex hybrid cards include Amex Platinum, the Amex Gold card, and the Amex Green card. So that's for the five card rule. You also have the Amex 1 in 5 rule. So the 1 in 5 rule limits Amex card approval to one every 5 days. So if you are applying for multiple Amex cards, wait at least 6 days so you're not denied that next card. The rule actually doesn't apply to hybrid cards, so you could apply for a hybrid card and revolving credit card within 5 days of each other. You also have the Amex 2 in 90 rule. So Amex actually restricts card approval to no more than two within 90 days. This means that even if you follow the 1 in 5 rule above that I said to you a little earlier and get two cards more than 5 days apart, you still can only get those two cards within 90 days. So, I mean, that's really what it is now. So far, there are no exceptions to the Amex 2 in 90 day rule. What about the hacks here? So basically, when you think about applying for multiple American Express cards, how do you find out if you are eligible, even eligible for an MS card before applying? Because that's the thing. You do not want to waste your FICO score. You do not want to waste your time. So you got to be methodical about the whole process. So if there are ways for you to really find out if you are eligible for an American Express credit card before applying, that's actually bonanza for you because then you can plan things appropriately and accordingly. So if you are not sure where you qualify for an Amex credit card under the rules that I gave you a little earlier, there is a way to find out. You want to start applying for the card that you are interested in, okay? Choose a card that you are interested in and start applying for that card. And if you're not eligible for the card or welcome bonus, you'll get a pop-up warning before submitting the application. So everything is automated these days, and Amex is actually even using artificial intelligence to actually track those customer experiences. So you can also get pre-approved for an American Express credit card. Okay, it only takes a soft credit check, which will not affect your credit score. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. Now, getting pre-approved for sure doesn't guarantee that you will be approved in the end, but it can help you know your odds of approval. And also, I want you to really keep in mind that if your credit card strategy involves more than American Express credit cards, you need to consider that. Okay, for instance, if you are going to apply for a Chase credit card soon, don't forget about Chase's 524 rules. 524 rule that actually says that you will not be approved for a Chase card if you have opened 5 or more cards over the last 24 months. And that goes for cards with all issuers, including American Express. So you got to be, again, what I said a little earlier, you got to be methodical. You got to be strategic about your American Express application process. So let me talk to you about the best American Express card to apply for. The thing is that you got to be a little bit methodical. I think I'm still repeating myself in terms of being methodical, but it's important because when you think about the best American Express card to apply for, the cards that's great for you, the card that's awesome for you, will depend on your spending habits and your rewards goals, right? I mean, you can't just go for a card because you like the card. No, it has to fit with your lifestyle. It has to fit with your family lifestyle. It has to fit with your finances. It has to fit with your rewards goals. It has to fit also with how much you are willing to pay for an annual fee for a card. You might want a personal, business, or co-branded card. So let me give you a look at the types of Amex cards available this year so you can really choose freely. First, I will speak about the Amex personal cards, and then I'll speak about Amex business cards, and finally, I'll speak about Amex co-branded cards. So you have a great idea. So Amex personal cards. If you are looking for a card with luxury travel benefits, the Amex Platinum card is almost unbeatable. Think about it. I mean, it has a lot of perks, a lot of rewards, but it does come with a hefty annual fee. So for the $695 annual fee, it offers a number of statement credits, airport lounge access, as well as a hefty welcome bonus, and that's currently 80,000 points after you spend $8,000 within the first 6 months of card membership. And this bonus is worth about $1,600 based on our valuations. If you want a card that rewards your everyday spending, the Amex Gold card might be a better fit, okay? Why? Because this card actually has a lot of perks also in its own right. The card actually earns 4x points on restaurant purchases worldwide, on up to $50,000 in purchases per calendar year, then 1x points, and as well as U.S. supermarket purchases on up to $25,000 in purchases per calendar year, then 1x points. So with this spending categories, you can earn points long after the welcome bonus. And right now, Amex Gold offers 60,000 points after you spend $6,000 on purchases in the first 6 months of card membership. So that's really good. And we actually value this bonus at about $1,200. So let me talk to you now about the Amex business cards. So Amex actually, American Express offers business versions of most of its popular cards. So, however, if you want a no annual fee business cards, the Blue Business Plus credit card from American Express is actually a fantastic option. Okay, why? Because this card actually helps you generate rewards, but also have put in place an efficient way to manage your business operations. The card actually earns 2x points on the first $50,000 spent every year. So this card is actually the Blue Business Plus credit card is actually great for entrepreneurs and people in general who don't want to deal with credit card category bonuses, because every eligible purchase earns a flat 2 points per dollar spent. Now this card doesn't always offer a welcome bonus, making the current one worthwhile. So you're looking at 15,000 points after spending $3,000 in eligible purchases within the first 3 months of a card membership. You also have Amex co-branded cards. So thanks to a slew of transfer partnerships, Amex membership rewards points tend not to lose their value. So, but Amex also has several co-branded credit cards to choose from. So if you are looking to achieve elite status or brand-specific rewards, a co-branded card may actually be a better choice. And the Hilton Honors American Express Aspire credit card comes with automatic top-tier status. And the Amex Delta cards are actually great for Delta loyalists who want to accelerate their elite status goals. So that's kind of cool. And overall, Amex partners with many popular loyalty programs. So there is probably a card that actually fits your needs. Okay, just do a little bit of digging. Okay, it's one of those things where you get the card that you want. So with good credit and a reward strategy, you can actually take advantage of the many perks that come with an American Express card. So just keep these rules in mind as you apply for an MS card to actually increase your chances of being approved this year, especially if you want to really get things done a lot faster. So in terms of strategy, how many Amex credit cards can you have? I think I actually answered that question partially before, but just make sure that it really has to you have to fit the Amex 5 card rule, the 1 in 5 rule, and the 2 in 90 rule. Okay, so keeping track of points and travel partners can make navigating the world of rewards credit cards a difficult task. Okay, and one thing for sure, you have to really understand that it's all about how you position yourself. Now, credit cards typically have a credit limit, but you don't have to pay off the balance in full at the end of the month. Now, American Express does have cards where there is no limit. In other words, those cards must be paid in full every single month. So that's really pretty similar to a charge card, by the way. but you have to see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So when you think about actually applying for multiple American Express cards, it's not about the number of cards you can apply for. It's actually your ability to repay whatever you charge on those cards. So maximum cards actually, if you go by the the Amex 5 card rule. So that's really like you have that's the maximum, but it's not about the number. It's how much you're charging. Let's say you charge $1,000 on each card, and you have 5 cards. And the question, you have 5 cards. Question is, can you repay whatever you charge on those cards? Are you generating enough revenue to actually repay those balances? Okay. Just remember that American Express actually they constantly review their card requirements, their card eligibility requirements, and also their loyalty program. So sometimes it's just better to really make sure that you have the exact, like the latest info in terms of rewards amounts, but also points amounts. If you want to really if you want to benefit from American Express loyalty programs. So when you think about how many Amex cards you can apply for at once, it's one of those things where I want you to go back to the 5 card rule, the 1 in 5 rule, and the 2 in 90 rule. Okay, and so if you want to be approved, though, you have to be strategic. It's one of those things where you have to be strategic, and don't forget what I told you about the once per lifetime rule. In other words, you are able to only get a welcome bonus once in your lifetime. Okay, that's really important because if your goal is to only chase welcome bonuses and you do not actually go through that requirements properly, you are going to be denied. Okay, and just also remember that it's one of those things where you have to understand that if you receive a welcome bonus, then you're not going to really qualify for another one. In addition to that, you also have to think about card application timing. Make sure you apply for an MS card when your finances are rosy, when your finances are positive, when your finances are actually favorable, so that you can actually qualify. Because if Amex asks you for your tax returns, if they ask you for your financial statements, at least you have something rosy to show. And so American Express actually has other requirements. So in addition to card application timing, you want to be careful with card upgrades and downgrades. For example, if you have held the Hilton Honors Aspire card from American Express for a year or two, but find the $550 annual fee too high, you could downgrade to the Hilton Honors American Express Surpass card, which actually carries a more modest annual fee of $150. However, and this is a big however. However, doing the downgrade, will remove your ability to earn the welcome bonus on your next new card. Better, in this case, to apply for the new card right away. This way, you are still eligible for the welcome bonus. So it's one of those things where you have to really be a little methodical. If you have any question about all this conversation about how to apply for multiple American Express cards, just post them in the comment section, and we'll certainly get back to you with a more like a specific answer. So in conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about how to apply for multiple American Express cards. I gave you the facts, the hacks, the strategy, and now the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.